You asked for it, you got it. So in the last video, I talked about how I broke down a $41,000 cash collected day and a $25,000 pay in full. And I put together this document as part of a 2-hour presentation for our clients inside of CB to really just show them kind of what went on behind the scenes that helped me actually close and collect $41,000 in a single day. So started with preparing for war, right? The pre-call, actually getting onto the call, and then closing the call as well, right? So you got, like I said, you guys asked for it. I had so many of you guys actually reach out to me on Instagram and literally ask for the link for this. So send it over to you guys. But yeah, just want to give a shout out to I might be butchering your name, Cesare. He literally typed, like, he paused when I was scrolling down. He paused at every frame and typed out this whole thing himself because it was so valuable. And actually, the last part here too. One of our clients inside CB, after that presentation, he had a sales call like an hour later. He literally used this bonus tactic that I share, and he used it on a client, and he closed it. So like literally an hour later, he signed a new client, and a couple of guys have done that since over the last 2 days as well. So I'm super excited to pretty much give this all to you guys. So I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate your support, and because you've been following me, because you've been supporting me, I didn't feel right to just kind of give away a little bit. You know, I want to give you guys as much as I can because I know how beneficial this is, how much this has helped our clients inside the program. So over the course of the next few weeks, I'm gonna be breaking down this entire document, kind of just like one by one, and really just making some videos, kind of like a short series, breaking this down for you guys, helping you really master high ticket sales. And hopefully you can sign some clients with this. So whether or not you become a client of ours, I really do want to help you. I really want to support you because I know you guys are supporting me, and I really appreciate that. So nonetheless, let's get straight into it. On the last video, if you haven't seen it, kind of part one of the series, I covered this first part about building your war chest, how to actually build a solid foundation to book calls with enough prospects, but enough of the right prospects that can afford higher ticket services because you're solving a higher ticket problem. So now let's get into this one. Sharpen your blade, training your sales muscle. So there's a quote by Alex Hormozi: sales is like sex. You don't get better by reading about it, you get better by doing it, right? So the best sales reps, the best closers are the ones who have taken the most calls. The more calls you take, the better you get, right? So similar to muscles in the gym, right? How do you get stronger? Let's say you want to like bench press more weight. How do you actually get stronger? How do you bench press more weight over time? Spend more time under the bar, right? Put in more reps, do more reps. The more you do it, the more you practice, the better you get, the stronger your muscles become. And the weight doesn't get easier, the weight doesn't get lighter. Your capacity to do it, your abilities, your strength increases, right? Sales is the exact same thing. So that said, we need to conduct ourselves like a professional athlete, right? We need to carry ourselves like a professional athlete carries themselves. What do? They watch game tape footage, right? So watch over recordings of your sales calls, stretch and warm up before it, right? Down here in a couple of the next videos, I'll break down like how to actually get in the zone here, right? Managing your state and really just the equivalent of stretching and warming up. Cool down, take notes after the calls. What did you feel like went really well? Where do you feel like you might have lost it, right? What went well? What didn't go very well? And really just break that down so that way you can give yourself feedback and really help you improve that, right? Workouts, continue doing sales training. Do sales training every single day, right? If you want to get better at something, do it more often. Nutrition, rest, recovery, etc., right? Like, make sure you're taking care of yourself. How you do anything is how you do everything, right? Do you like the same intensity levels that you take during, like in the gym during your workouts, is probably the same level of intensity that you approach sales or you approach your business, right? Make sure you have consistent bedtimes and wake up times, and a consistent, controlled, healthy, clean diet plan as well, right? Because that bleeds into every other aspect of your life. If you're tired, maybe you're staying up late, maybe you're going to bed or you're sleeping in and stuff like that, you're not exercising regularly, you're eating poorly, well, that's going to lead to a lot of brain fog. And when you're foggy, when you're not clear, it's going to be very difficult to run a sales call and truly be the leader that you need to become in order to actually make as many sales as you know you could be, right? So it's really important to fix everything internally first, because just like the quote, there's no such thing as business problems. There's only personal problems that reflect into the business, right? Fix your personal problems first, and that will reflect into the performance of your business and of your sales performance too, right? So train your mind and your sales skills every single day. Keep them sharp. And we already kind of talked about this, right? Bench pressing more weight. Well, do more reps, right? Train those muscles. And similar to muscles as well, if you stop training muscles, if you stop exercising, they get weaker, they lose their strength. And it's the same thing with sales. Most of the time, like, we don't need to learn new sales things. We don't need to learn a lot of stuff. If you understand, if you have a solid foundation, it's more so being reminding yourself, going through the same, like, I've literally gone through the exact same, like, sales training from a course probably like 40 to 50 times in the last 6 months. The exact same video. It's like 2 hours long, the exact same video. And every single time I go through it, it reminds me of something that I should have done better or that I missed. And I'm like, man, why didn't I do that? If I did that on this call, I would have closed it. And I already knew it, but I just needed to remind myself of it again. And every time you go through it, you go through with some different context as well. So that said, it's important that your mindset's in the right place. Have a clear vision of what you actually want and why you're trying to make sales anyways, right? And when you have that North Star, when you have that thing to look forward to and a reason to actually show up to these calls with intensity, with clarity, with energy, and to actually do everything else that's required of you, then that's when you're going to see incredible results, right? Because things will get tough. You will probably go like 0 for 10 in sales calls. Sometimes I do as well. I'm like, and I blame it on the prospects. It's like, well, why did I not close today? And then I look and say, well, I didn't do any sales training this week. No wonder, right? I didn't watch any of my call recordings. No wonder I didn't close, because I wasn't staying sharp, right? So having that clear vision, knowing why you're doing something, will help you actually do the work day in, day out, especially when things get tough, especially on the days when things get tough and the days that you don't want to do it. So have a goal to strive for. So have something clear to work towards. And what I mean by that is, like, say, like, if I close X amount of dollars this month, I'm going to buy myself this nice thing, right? And then actually do it. Treat yourself when you hit it, right? When you hit a goal, reward yourself. Train your brain to continue to do the work, the boring things every single day that will lead up to that, to better results, to more success, right? Maintain integrity to yourself and follow through with it. So when you tell yourself that you're going to reward yourself with something, reward yourself. Actually do it, right? Because you're programming your brain to actually want to do the hard things, because they do lead to the results that you want. And then it leads to something good, something positive. So anyways, guys, that's all for this video. In the next one, I'll be breaking down kind of the war strategy, right? Why people buy, what are the 3 objections, kind of how to handle that. And then towards the end here too, I'll go really deep into that too. But really, this is extremely important to understand. And I'll really just elaborate on all of these points as well in the next video. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, and you will be notified when that drops, because I'm going to be going super deep into every single one of these points, because it's all so important. And I know you guys want to close more deals so you can serve more people, help change more people's lives, because you guys all do good work, and that's the reason why you follow me. And if you don't, and if you're just here to be greedy and take people's money and don't do good work, then unsubscribe and stop watching my videos, because that's not what we're here for. So anyways, guys, I'll continue breaking this down, because this is a huge day, and I know that there's so much you guys can take away from this, and I really just want to give everything to you and lay it all out on the table, because I wish I had this kind of stuff when I was going through it and first starting out too. So anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, share this with a friend, right? Share this with a friend. I'd really appreciate that. Really trying to grow the channel, because I think that I'm doing good work and giving you guys value. So if you enjoyed it, please share with a friend, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know over on Instagram as well or in the comments below, like what kind of videos you guys want to see. Was this helpful? Was this not? Are there any other points you want me to elaborate on in the next video? And we'll go from there. So other than that, guys, keep being awesome. Love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.